Ever tried swimming laps while being chased by murderous sea creatures? Welcome to Sharks and Minnows, a haunted swim center from hell, where every stroke could be your last, and the chlorine smells suspiciously like doom. Today, I'm diving headfirst into a cursed pool of terror to achieve 100% completion, 10 deadly laps, secret toys hidden in the creepiest corners, and stamina that drains faster than your battery. Will I swim to glory or sink straight into eternal oblivion? Strap on your goggles and hold your breath. This is the 100% completion for... The story kicks off in your everyday run-of-the-mill swim center. You know, tiled floors, funky smell of chlorine, the whole nine. Of course, it's the tutorial section. We swim a few laps, feeling good, then the game hits us with a message. Go drink from the water fountain. Cool, sure. Hydration's important. So, we slurp it up, and bam, first achievement. It's free. Yup, that's right. Drinking water equals stamina boost. But instead of doing the responsible thing and moving on like a sane person, I launched my happy ass right back into the pool. This time, off the starting block. Like I'm trying out for the Olympic squad. And boom, just like that, second achievement unlocked. Yeah, my coach would be proud. All right, enough of my aquatic shenanigans. I finally head to the locker room to progress the story. I'm in the men locker room, bro. Restroom, lockers, showers. Wash your ass. Oh, these are the freaky showers. This is for in case you don't want privacy. Ever been to the gym? See an old nigga with his dick out? Old niggas don't give a fuck. I do. I'm not about to show y'all my me. You know what I'm saying? I like privacy and shit. I wonder if you could drown in this. You think you could drown? And, well, I drowned. Didn't even make it past the tutorial. Just straight up self-inflicted swimicide, which earns us not one, but 2 achievements. I didn't even have no thing that showed me I was drowning. I guess the black screen, but like, what the Okay. Let's try that again. This time, I head into the women's locker room because, listen. I saw a door and my curiosity was louder than my morals. I'm a woman right now, you know? I'm a woman. Let me go to women's. I don't know the gender. It's crazy to assume the gender of the character. I don't know if I'm a man or a woman. I don't see no titties when I look down, but I also don't see no dingling when I look down. So, with that said, we going this way to the exit. Nigga, what? And this is where the game earns its name. Sharks and Minnows. That's a shark! Now, here's where things start spiraling. We're stuck in some kind of freaky ass space-time loop. And if that wasn't bad enough, there's now a massive shark in the water. Just circling, menacing, real megalodon hours. And I'm sitting here like, they don't really expect my black ass to jump in that pool and outswim a shark, do they? Because if that's the mission, okay, we gonna have some problems. But do I hesitate? Hell nah. I throw my survival instincts in the trash and I cannonball my ass in with zero regard for my own safety. I haul it across the water, paddling like I'm trying to escape student loans. Yeah, what up, bitch? What up, bitch? Naturally, I take this as an opportunity to talk my shit, but yeah, that backfires. Big time. He chops down on my cheeks like I'm some 3 a.m. snack he ordered from DoorDash, which unlocks another achievement. Therefore, I try again. This time, making a strategic exit using the ladder, which gets us, yet again, another achievement. Finish a lap by using... Yeah, watch this. While I'm out here fighting for my life, you probably noticed those little toys plopping into the water. Classic dive toys. At the time, I thought they were just ambience. But no, they're tied to an achievement. Of course they are. I mean, come on. We'll come back to that chaos later. Anyway, we survive another crossing and hit lap 2. But here's the twist. The pool? Yeah, it's changing, deepening, expanding. This ain't the YMCA no more. This is aquatic Dark Souls. Therefore, I start juking and weaving like I'm in the NFL, collecting dive toys while trying not to get shark napped. I'm faster. I make it to the other side, barely, and hit lap 3. But just as I think I'm getting the hang of things, boom, a new threat. But before I can go cannonballing back into the jaws of aquatic death, we gotta talk about this vending machine. Yeah, there's a whole vending machine chilling here poolside, like this a break room or something. Inside, some pretty interesting items. Not your run-of-the-mill things like M&Ms and shit. We got water bottles, energy drinks, granola bars, which are your standard stamina boosters. But then we also got chum. And you already know that ain't for snacking. We also have 4 glow sticks, a flashlight, and oxygen tank. And I'm not even kidding, apple juice. Sounds refreshing until you realize the apple juice costs 52 dive toys. 52. Meanwhile, I've collected a grand total of, drumroll please, three dive toys. Yeah, I suck. But I suck with style. Pause, I think, damn. Therefore, before I launch into another lap, I check out the lap board, and it tracks some real judgmental metrics. Lap time, proximity to danger, and dive toys collected. And yeah, there are achievements tied to all of this. We have fantastic pace for completing all laps under 150 seconds. Too close if you finish a lap with a proximity of 10 centimeters or less, which is basically shark kissing distance. You want me to French kiss this nigga? And of course, perfect for collecting all 51 dive toys. But here's the kicker. You only swim 10 laps, and it looks like there are only 45 toys in the laps. So where the hell are the other 6? We'll come back to that mystery later though. Anyway, I dive back in like an idiot with confidence and make it about halfway before that slippery, fast as hell eel comes back and chomps on my jellies like it's dinner time. Achievement unlocked. Yes, I was scared. Okay, this game has made me jump and myself more times than I'd like to admit. Therefore, back to lap 4. This time I pull it off. The lap 4 achievement unlocked. But the second I start feeling confident again, the game says, hold up. You thought we were done? So the pool drains. Just gone. Like my hopes and dreams after I finished high school. And now I gotta head back into the women's locker room to turn the water back on. But you know me, I can't resist doing some dumb. I jump straight into the dry pool head first. What the fuck did I just do? Splat? Oh my God, bro. I really thought this game was gonna be simple, huh? Therefore, it's time for a new enemy. And not just any enemy. The worst creature God has ever cooked up. The stingray. And of course, dying to his salty self gets you the achievement, Stingray. Why? Therefore, I start bench hopping like I'm on American Ninja Warrior and finally make it to the valve room, only to discover no valve. Oh, fuck, it's missing a hand. It's missing a hand wheel. It's missing a... of course there's no valve. I mean, why would there be a valve in the valve room, right? That makes sense. Don't worry, I totally didn't die to Mr. Stingray again. I did. Anyway, now it's time for the locker maze. Yay, said no one ever. I snag a glow stick and start creeping through this creepy locker labyrinth, twisting and turning until I finally find the missing valve hand wheel. I race back to the room, slap it on, crank that bitch, and just like that, the water's back on. I don't want to do no more. I don't want to play this no more. I didn't realize I had a fear of aquatic sea animals. You know? Didn't realize I had that fear, bro. But here's where my brain starts malfunctioning. Like, am I stupid? Because I jump in and start backstroking across the pool like I'm on a Sunday vacation. Meanwhile, Mr. Hammerhead is speed swimming like he hasn't eaten in weeks. And guess what? Dinner is served. That didn't work. That didn't work. Therefore, I try again. This time, I learn you can hide in the seaweed. Oh, shit. Okay. But he did. Yep, he saw me. I dive in yet again, smarter this time, using the seaweed properly to avoid both eel and shark. And boom, achievement unlocked, seaweed. Pursuers? Oh, he's right there. He's right there. He's right there. But because fate hates me, I end up puckering up with the eel yet again. Big ol' smooch. Mwah. Finally, I make it across. At 5 complete. Achievement in the bag. But then past Kyle returns, and he's dumber than ever, bro. My man just doesn't even glance at his stamina bar. Nah, just YOLOs his ass right back into the pool with a smooth brain and no plan. Gee, I wonder how this turns out. What was that? I didn't even see it. Game over, anglerfish. The f was that? I gotta see that back in slow-mo, bro. But seriously, the pool has evolved again. Not just deeper, not just darker. Now we've got a brand new resident. The anglerfish. You know, those deep sea monsters with the creepy forehead flashlight? Literal nightmare fuel. Boom. All right, we good. Get that bar. Therefore, I go for another dive. And mid-jump, I snag a dive toy before it hits the bottom. But we don't have time to celebrate. Mr. Hammerhead, he already coming for me. I start dodging in real life like that's gonna help me, ducking and weaving in my chair. What the f am I doing? Only for past Kyle to swim directly into the anglerfish's glow stick trap again? What a dummy. Third try, I'm focused. I'm locked in. Lap 6 complete. Achievement secured. But then the lights go out. Like all of them. Now I'm just sitting here in pure darkness. No idea of my left from right, up from down. I'm just waiting to die. And I don't know why, but I thought it might be nice to swim in pitch black water surrounded by man-eating sea creatures. You know, like super chill, very relaxing, spa day vibes. But surprise, surprise, we meet the newest nightmare, Mr. Goblin Shark. Therefore, I throw myself back into the pool, finishing another lap, and boom, lap 7. But past Kyle is back at it again, jumping into Shark Lagoon with 0 stamina. Yeah, you can guess what happened. Chomp chomp, death screen, idiot. I'm gonna die. I'm actually going to die. How am I gonna get my ass back over there? I have no stamina. Okay, good. Yep. That. Thankfully, the game throws me a bone and respawns me before lap 7. So, I decided it's finally time to get the power back on. We head into the men's locker room. And what do I have to do? Into the hole. Pause that. I should have gone into the hole, but instead I do what I do best and make bad decisions. So I hop my black ass back in the pool with no stamina again. And yeah, this time the ill got me. But somehow, by the grace of Poseidon himself, I made it across. Lap 8 achieved. Barely. Yeah, you thought you was gonna get me, huh? Shark booty. All right. I have 0 stamina. Now I've got a real problem. No stamina, no power, and no way back across. Therefore, I gotta face my fate and go in the hole. And this time, I meet my newest aquatic ops, piranha. That's right, piranhas. Piranhas? There's oh my. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this shit getting annoying. So I try again. This time, I actually avoid the piranhas and make it into the men's version of locker hell. But 2 puzzles block my path, a pipe puzzle and a stick puzzle. Why both puzzles are penile adjacent? I don't know, I didn't make the rules, but we solve both like the genius gamer I occasionally pretend to be. And now it's time to grab the breaker and head back to the pool. But of course, it's never that easy. I gotta swim through a coral maze first, which, to be fair, is kind of beautiful, but also dangerous. Oh, that scared the out of me. Oh my God. Eventually, we slide back down into the locker room, right back into piranha territory. They're just chilling there like I owe them money or something. Now, I'm confused. Where does this breaker even go? So I do what any confused gamer does. Jump right back in the pool with no stamina. Somehow, again, I survive. Lap 9 achieved. Then bam, teleportation. Suddenly, I'm standing on a tiny platform in the middle of the actual ocean. And off in the distance, a fin. A big ass fin. Like any sane person would do, I jump my ass in for a closer look. And yeah, chat, I'm cooked. He stiffed me from across the map and took a chomp. Missed the first time, but you know he didn't miss the second time. Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go this way. Oh shit! A megalodon? Get attacked by the megalodon? He ate my butt, bro. But I ain't done. Next attempt, I make a mad dash to the glowing white platform across the ocean. And yes, we finally hit lap 10. Final lap, not the final achievement though. 150 seconds, but I didn't get any of the toys. But like past Kyle said earlier, I didn't get any of the dive toys. And when you count it all up, there's only 40 toys in the laps, which means 11 of them are hiding outside the pool. Golly, bro, I'm gonna have to find all of these toys. But doors open, we walk through, and boom, a few more achievements drop. Lights out, escape without flipping the breaker. Woo! Sharks and Minnows. Yeah, Sharks and Minnows. Sharks and Minnows. I'm finna go ahead and do my damn thing. Minnows. I swam real fast. Megalodon ate my ass. A boy shrimp. He can get off my hey. I'm finna go back in and swim. I'm finna do my thing cause I am him. Bitch, suck on my nuts. Why you getting butt? Right, sorry. With the main game conquered and out of the way, it's time to clean up those last few achievements. But here's what we know. Lap 1 and Lap 10 don't have any dive toys. So we're really working with laps 2 through 9. Lap 2, a breeze. Lap 3, flawless. Just like that, we're already at 10 dive toys, with the 11th chilling by the vending machine. So, I pick up some chum, chuck it in the pool like bait at SeaWorld. Achievement unlocked, Thrill Seeker. Yeah, I gotta be one to keep doing this mess. But we're back in for lap 4, glow sticks in hand. It had its moments, but I made it out safe. Then, I realized, if I'm really gonna pull this off, I need the oxygen tank. So I grab that, head to the ladies' locker room, and pick up a toy from inside the locker. Then grab another one right before the maze. That's what, 17 now? Hey, don't quote me, I lost count. And here's where things get spicy. There are 2 dive toys hidden in the maze, one pink, one light blue. Now in this maze area, I guess it's called the shrimp room, which I didn't know that was a thing. And as I'm trying to find this toy, these little parasites latch onto me like emotional trauma. And I die. Eventually, I find the toy. But the shrimp come for me again. This time though, I jump into the water while they're on me and snag another achievement, plankton. And out of nowhere, I get horseplay, just for screwing around on the pool deck. I have no idea what I did, but I'll take it though. Back to the dive toys. Lap 5 was hell. I died a bunch, but I finally made it out. Lap 6, more death, you gotta be more kidding drama. Me, I'm in the... But I swear, my swimming jukes are insane. Didn't even want to chance it. Before lap 7 even begins, I collect all 7 glow sticks and throw them in the water. And just for doing that, we earn an achievement, brave. Next dive toy, down the hole in the men's locker room when the power's off. It's right in front of the pipes. Then there's another tucked away before the coral maze. Just don't get eaten by the anglerfish like I did. After finally escaping the coral maze, there's a toy on a flower pot in the locker room. Then another one right after going down the slide. But wait, to get the next one, I needed chum. I had to distract the piranhas like I'm feeding zoo animals. Worked like a charm. And while I was working on lap 7, I guess an animal got too close to me, earning us a new achievement. What? Finish our lap with the proximity of 10 centimeters or less? Who was on my... I don't know, nor do I care, but I'm glad I got it. Lap 7 and 8, done. That leaves us with lap 9. Looks easy, but nothing in this game ever is. Halfway in, the water goes black. I can't see shit. I fail again and again and again. Then, I make the dumbest mistake. I don't realize I've actually reached the end of the lap and I jump out the pool early. All of that progress, gone. Only way to redo it, start from the very beginning. I finally clear lap 9. That's only it. 1 toy left. That's it. How many toys I got? I just need 1 more, baby. 1 funky toy. We got them. We got all of them except for 1. We need stamina. Lap 10's done, but I still can't find the last toy. So what do? I panic. I jump my back into the water and I drown. Unlocking an achievement. Why? I mean, seriously, I ask myself this every single day. Why? One last time, I complete lap 10, and this time I look behind the white door, and there it is. The final dive toy, hidden like it was ashamed to be a part of this mess. And with it, the glorious apple juice unlocks. Perfect escape after collecting all 51 toys. I'm the best. And then the final achievement, backstroke. Sounds easy, right? Just swim on your back. Wrong. It took me 20 plus minutes to figure out how to trigger it. I literally swam in a circle staring up at the ceiling like I was astral projecting. And then suddenly, boom, achievement popped. We did it! Finish a lap without looking away from the ceiling. We got backstroke, meaning we completed 100%, baby. There it is. Congratulations. There it is. Every toy, every lap, every aquatic nightmare creature this game could throw at me, defeated. If you enjoyed this descent into Poolside Madness, drop a like, sub if you haven't. Let me know in the comments what curse game I should 100% next. Catch you on the next one, and remember, stay hydrated.